Today, I'm going to show you how to build a Shopify store in Framer with custom product variants using Frameship. So today we're going to set up a store with Frameship and Shopify. I'm also going to show you the Shopify best practices when it comes to setting up different custom product variants. We're going to set up the product detail page with the variant selection using Frameship's free template. And we're going to go through new features like disabling the out of stock toggle and adding a sold out label inside of our product detail page. I'm Lucas from Insert Frame. Let's go. All right, so once we're on the Frameship website, we can go over here to templates, click on this, and basically scroll down, and you can see a bunch of different templates that you can use for your project. We can see that there are some featured templates, right? In this case, I'm going to be using this e-commerce UI kit, which was actually made by the Frameship team. So let's just click on that. And what we want to do is we want to click here on Get Template for free. And once the template is downloaded, you can see that we have a nice collection of different pages. We have a landing page, we have a product detail page, a product list page, and we also have this nice welcome guide over here that basically shows you in a very quick way of how to add the Shopify functionality with the Frameship plugin. And there's also this nice project walkthrough. It's like a nice 2-minute video, so you can go ahead and check that out and get a pretty quick walkthrough of how to use this template. All right, but we want to connect our template that we just downloaded to our Shopify products. So once you're inside of the Frameship plugin, once you're logged in and all that, basically in this button over here, the CMS, that's where Frameship basically prompts you to sync your Shopify products with Framer by going to the CMS, adding a Frameship CMS collection, and then syncing this with your Shopify page. So let's just do that. Let's go to CMS. Let's click here on Add Import Collection. Let's select Frameship, and let's just call this our products. Click on Create. We get this pop-up to actually connect our products to Frameship. So we can go ahead and click on Connect Shopify. So what you want to do is you want to go to your Shopify dashboard. Let's go to Online Store. And over here where you see this eyeball, you can click on this to view your online store. That's going to open a new tab. And here's where you basically copy your URL, paste it over here, right? And now Frameship is asking for your store from API access token. So let's go find that. And we go back into Shopify. Let's go here and say create app. And under app development, we can go ahead and create an app. So let's just do that. Let's call this one our products. Click on create an app. And then what we have to do is go over here to configure storefront API scopes. And, again, this is very important that you choose these 4 options. So basically under checkout and under products, you have to choose the first 2 options. So checkout these first 2 and product this one and this one. Then you can go ahead and click on save. And then in the overview, we can go ahead and click on install app, click on install. And what we need to do is just get our API key and paste that into Frameship and paste this right here. And let's connect our Shopify store. And we can begin importing our products when clicking on this bottom button. And you can see that 3 of my products have been imported, right? I just have 3 products, which is great. Now, in reality, I actually have 6 products in Shopify, but they're actually different variants for 2 products, right? I have the gummies and I have the droplets. So this is actually an incorrect format of, how to set up your products. And what we're going to do now is we're going to properly format it so that we have just 2 different products with 3 different variants, right? We have the blue variant, yellow variant, and red variant. Let's start off with the droplet. And what we can do here is we can add different variants. So let's just go ahead and type in color and create this color variant. And right now we have a blue one, but we would need something like red. And we would need something yellow. And let's also do blue because there are 3 variants in total. So let's click on done here. And what we can do is we can add media for each one of these. So over here, we can click on this button and we can add the different media that belongs to each one of these products. So I'm going to go ahead and add this cover image for this one. And we can also add the different pricing. So we can put like $29 for each product. And we can have different units available for each one. So we can have like 5, for example, over here, 2 for these, and 0 blue ones. Then also what's important is to add these different sales channels to your product. In this case, we created this Our Products app, and we want to just select that and include it in this product. So let's just do that. And then let's just save the changes and go to the next product and do the same thing. All right, so now we have these 2 products with 3 variants for each set up. So we can go ahead and we can go back to our CMS and we can resync this. And once that's done, you can basically see we have the 2 products, right, with their pricing, with their different images. And if we scroll down to their variant options inside of the CMS fields, we can see that we have the color values to blue, yellow, and red, which looks perfect. So I think we're ready to start. And if we go back to our pages and we go to this product detail page, we get this helpful hint over here that says replace this page with a detail page connected to your CMS. So this product detail page can be seen as a type of template that we need to basically transport to a product detail page that we need to create. So let's do that. Let's just click on this plus button up here, click on new CMS page, and under our products, let's click on detail page. And you can already start seeing everything kind of being synced in. So let's just delete everything because we already have our design that we want to paste in here. And then as we click on this primary viewport, let's just set the padding to be 0. And let's set the gap to be 0 as well. And now what we can do is go to our product detail, go to our layers, and here is where we can basically copy everything and paste it into our product detail page. Our products product detail page, paste, and voila, we have everything here. Now let's just add the layout template that it comes with the free template, and boom, it looks exactly like it does in the product detail page, right? So let's go ahead and replace all of our information with our product information. So let's start off at the very top. We have shop, clothing, and this product name. That's not really our product name or our category. So let's just go ahead and replace this with our category. And let's just go ahead and click on this plus sign, set variable to category display option. And then we're going to do something very similar with this content, set variable to, let's say, title, right? Connect these images. As you can see, these are all missing, but connect these images to the images of the specific product by going like this, image 1. And then going back on the right side, we can just connect the Shopify data. Whenever you have a field that says Shopify data, what you have to do is just connect this to the Shopify data, which is over here, and it basically fetches that price. Same with the in stock. So let's go to Shopify data, which is down here. And with the variants, we can go ahead and just go Shopify data, variant options. So now we have our blue, yellow, and red. Now, if we press play, we can see that everything looks, nice and neat. We have our different images that we can switch around and basically check out. And we have our different product descriptions like the category name, the product title, the price, and then we get this little feature or little label that says out of stock, right? We have 3 options. We can either leave it there, we can remove it, or we can even edit it to say, so instead of saying out of stock, we can say something like sold out. So in order to do that, we can go ahead and click on this 10 in stock, and then whenever something is out of stock, we can make it invisible like this. So if we were to press play, we can see that it is now invisible. But what we can also do is make this visible again and write something like sold out. And we can see that we have this sold out text. Another cool feature is that inside of Shopify, you can basically change the prices. 39, and we can leave this one at 29. We can save this. We can go into our CMS, sync this again, and we can go back to our product detail pages and press play, and you can basically see that we have the different prices shown over here. And once we're back in our product detail page, we can go ahead and preview this and see that once we switch through the different products, you can see that the price changes. Another good best practice to keep in mind when editing in Shopify is to actually keep your images kind of, if you have 3 different variants, show the 3 different variants inside of your images like this, and not show only the blue first and then only the yellow and then only the red. So for example, I was using this power gummies and I was showing only the blue And as you can see, even if we switch through the different variants, we get only the blue images. And in comparison to the droplets, you can go ahead and see the different types of images right over here on the side. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it from my side. Today we learned how to set up a store from Shopify to Framer using Frameship. We covered some Shopify best practices, when creating different product variants and organizing and setting up your different product media. We created a product detail page with variant selection and disable out of stock toggle and create a sold out label for our product as well. And if you want to get started today with building a Shopify store together with Framer, I invite you to use Frameship down in the description below. And yeah, guys, hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.